Fit like a bee, Dannyman here, and welcome back to another episode of Train Sim World 2. We are continuing on from the mission that we're just sort of that we did in the sort of last episode. So we are proceeding. There you go, we're passing this train here. Hello there, sir. It is also a freight train. And we are continuing on our journey. 24 miles. Well, that was weird. I'm pretty sure this was a freight train it was rolling in. Or was I looking at me? That was odd. What was that? Anywho, we are passing Ditton Junction here. We are going to be continuing on our merry way. So this is basically the second part. You need to sort of keep steam as well. A decent head of steam for the sort of Runcorn area. Let's up this to 20%. We're on a nice flat grade, so we should be okay. And yeah, in the last episode we were heading to Crewe, and we run across a locomotive that got stuck in a snowdrift, and then we informed the signaller here at Ditton Junction that there was an issue with the line, so that he could then redirect trains accordingly. But now we are back on our journey, the 24 miles to Crewe. Now, it took a long time just to get to the point where I had to tell the signaller what had happened. There was a little bit of shunting at the start, moving through the yard, waiting for other trains to pass in the yard. The 5 or so miles till we hit the stranded train. I actually overshot the stranded train by a fair... by a country mile. I could not slow down in time. The weight of the consist, the fact that it's harder to slow down on these track conditions, and the fact that steam trains did not have very good brakes. But yeah, apart from that, it's all good. There have been a few curveballs, few red signals of danger here and there, but right now I think we should be okay. Now, I need to get up to speed here. This is a 0.9% incline. Jesus. That's a lot. This is going to eat away all my steam pressure. Right, can I bump you up to maybe something like 40 without any wheel slip? We're sort of holding this 17 miles per hour. But this area here is where we are going to be running into the sort of Runcorn area. So you can't see it because the visibility is real poor. But Runcorn is going to be round this bend round here. We're going to be going over the Runcorn Bridge shortly. And you need a decent body of steam before tackling the incline that takes you up to the top of the hill at Runcorn. So right now we're just sort of cruising away, which is nice. I think once we get on to the bridge, it's possibly not as steep, but it's more the hill beyond Runcorn Station that I'm most concerned for. But anywho, we're back and moving. 24 miles to go. We did get up to 19 miles per hour. Holy crap. It's awesome. Taking it kind of slow as well in these sort of nasty conditions. Visibility is poor. Obviously the low temperature, snow and ice. Should be nice and warm in here with this. But yeah, outside, that's nice. Whoa. Ah. You need to slow down there, my friend, because you're going to be changing track soon. Alright, so we've still got 24 miles to go. It'd be cool if other trains sort of used this stuff. Like there's all this sort of yard space, but it's just sort of static assets. There's no trains that sort of run on there. There you go, look, there's the water. So we are approaching good old Runcorn. How's steam pressure looking? Steam pressure's actually looking okay. Seems to sort of be holding nicely. I'm gonna need it at the other side of here. Yeah, and 1.2 miles they get an 80 mile per hour speed limit, which is awesome. Now this is not sort of leveling off as I once predicted. Gonna try and get a bit more speed out of this before we get to the Runcorn incline. And then keep an eye on that boiler pressure. If we run out of steam on the way up the hill, that's it's gonna be bad. There you go, there's the Raising Bridge there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, give me 65% there. I sort of need as much speed as possible. I was kind of hoping... There you go, there's another train going past, that's weird. There's a lot of trains here. Okay, nice shot of the train as it goes over the bridge. What's going on? You used to be able to go far away, but now you sort of can't. Yeah, it is sort of evened out a bit. I need a sort of decent screenshot. There we go, and then get rid of everything. There we go, get a nice shot of it as it comes out over the bridge. Very nice. Right, what I want to do here is start bringing my reverser back in to try and save a bit of steam. And I need to keep increasing speed if possible. Right, come on train. Start, give me that steam pressure back. Right, so we're passing Runcorn Station, and then this is the area we are not looking forward to. Steep incline this. Keeping an eye out for wheel slip. If we get any wheel slip here, it's gonna be bad. There we go, we're up to 0.8 on the incline there. Ooh, was that a bit of wheel slip? Or was that just a just a frame drop? Alright, come on train. You can do it. Oh, we're already down to 29. Yeah, steam pressure is dropping. Yeah, see, that's wheel slip right there. Need to keep the steam pressure up. Sort of in and out of wheel slip. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the top here. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. I mean, we're sort of churning through it. Well, here's the top, though. I mean, once you get to the top, it's all downhill from there, but we need to make it to the top. She's holding it at 27 miles per hour quite nicely, considering the weight of the train and the condition of the tracks. I'm quite happy with this. There we go. I see... Is that a signal box? It is a signal box. Which means we are nearing the top, which is nice. 21 miles to destination. I can't remember what time we left, but the amount of time we used in the first part and in the second part, it's going to be about an hour and a half or something, possibly. That's why I split the route up into to 2 episodes. We're looking good though. Holding at 27. Neither losing nor gaining steam pressure, or neither losing nor gaining speed. There we go, the gradient is starting to ease off down to 0.6. Now, it's all down here after here, but there is a horrible area where if you're gunning down the hill at 80 miles per hour, you sort of fold into the main line, and the speed limit at the switching points is something pretty low, but I can't remember what it is. Right, I'm actually gaining speed now, so that's awesome. Well done, old girl. You did exceptionally well there, train. Exceptionally well indeed. And it's actually gaining speed. Awesome. Let's open it up to 100% on the regulator. Oh yes. Ah yeah, there it is. Right, in 2.1 miles it comes down to 65 miles per hour. But if I remember correctly, it actually comes down to less than that. If I am remembering correctly. Now, you used to be able to sort of move further away from the tracks. Yeah, can't even see the cows today. Oh, there's an outhouse there. That's weird. There you go. Now we are absolutely flying. Just gonna let it run. Steam pressure is gonna go down, but once I hit 65 miles per hour, I'm possibly just gonna leave it. We're not actually on the downhill section yet. So I'm not too worried about the lack of steam that we've sort of got here. This is the sort of the top of the hill. And then we'll be on the downward section. I think it's into Allerton. And then she'll really be flying. And with the amount of weight we're carrying, it should get up to 65, no problem. There you go. We are now on a 1% decline. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to cut the regulator. Let the boiler bring the steam pressure back up and just let it coast down this hill. Excellent. Looking good. Looking really good. Now, there is a slight possibility of derailment. In 900 yards, we've got that 65 miles per hour. But because we're just coasting, it should be all good. I don't even think we're going to get up to 60 miles per hour. Which I'm not that concerned about because, as I said previously, I think the speed limit actually goes down again from 65 to something a bit lower. Yeah, 55. So I'm just going to keep it at like 58. There you go, train is starting to level off. And steam pressure has come back nicely. Right, so where's this crazy 55 mile per hour section? I think it's just round here. Yeah. As we sort of come down this embankment here, we fold into the main line, and that's where the 55 is. So we will be speeding for a brief second. And then we'll be back up to 80 miles per hour. Yeah, it's over here. And fairly gain speed here. Right, 0.6 miles, 55 miles per hour. And we'll bring it down to 55. There we go. Looking good. And then we shall pass over to the other side of the tracks. And then we're up to 90 miles per hour. Excellent. There you go, get a nice shot of the train going over the bridge there. And yeah, let's open it back up. A lot of wheel spin there, maybe opened it back up a bit too much. But we should be pretty good for the duration. The only thing that can sort of screw us up now is signal past the danger, so I will keep an eye out for them. And then it's basically, let's see how fast we can get the train up to. Bring a reverser back in. Oh, not that much. Right, so we're going to have to open it up a little bit more. Now we're getting a lot of wheel slip here. Right. Bring it up slowly to 30. You know what? Just open this right up. We'll get the train up to speed first and then we'll start messing around with the reverser. Another train there, heading out. Oh man, that's creepy. Yeah, it's like this train is its happy place is like 50 miles per hour. I think we can get a bit more out of her though. Open her up a little bit more. 15 miles to arrival. Next signal is green, so that's awesome. Plenty of traffic on the rails today, which is really nice. You'd think there would be reduced service due to the weather. I think it's the most trains I've ever seen in one of these scenarios. And now it's just a case of chewing through the miles as best we can. Started off with a 30-mile journey. We've now covered at least half, although it has been recorded over 2 parts because it took us ages just to get to this point. Train's looking good. Looking very good. LMS built 1936 crew. Keep trying to coax a little bit of speed out of her. It's not a flat section of track, it's very up and down. This Liverpool to Crewe line. We don't seem to be gaining any more speed. Oh, there we go. Just open the regulator a touch. A little bit of wheel slip here and there, but apart from that, we're good. Another mile has been chalked off, so that's nice. It's these signals that I'm mostly worried about. Next one is green. But when you look at the distance between signals, that one was like 400 yards between the previous signal and the next one. Now obviously it should be sort of showing yellow to let you know that the next signal will possibly be a danger. As long as we're getting greens for the moment, that's fine. But my biggest fear is passing a green signal, which is followed straight after by a yellow signal, which is followed straight after by a signal of danger. That is my greatest fear. Because in the space of like 400, 800 yards, it's going to be difficult to slow this thing down. But yeah, we're gaining a bit of speed. Up to 60 miles per hour. Trying to gain a little bit of boiler pressure back. Still looking good though. Let's bring it up to 85. See if we can get her up to 65 miles per hour. $11 miles to destination now, so that's, we're getting there. Keeping an eye on these signals. Yeah, these freight trains are awesome. Now look at that. What was that? Ah, it's because we passed the signal box. And it sort of closes the distance, the viewing distance of the train. And it looks really odd. Right, 10 miles to go. We're sitting at about 60 miles per hour. I will take that. We're on a little 0.2% incline, and we've been on that 0.2% incline for some time now. It doesn't seem to be relenting anytime soon. So I'm happy just to leave the train at 60 miles per hour. Yo, fireman, what you need is your window open. It seems really... because there's a seat. Okay. Passing Winsford signal box there. There you go, we're down to single digits. So at some point it's going to start asking me to slow down. Oh, you're not fireman, you're fire lady. I forget. Switch my lamp on. And keep an eye out for these dodgy signals. Look at the train go. Now this sort of blurred effect that there's going on here actually suits this locomotive. The weird blurred effect that was on Train Sim World 3 for the wheels is just like a little too weird. Right, 8.6 miles to go. Looking good. Give everyone a little whistle there as we pass through the station, Winsford Station. 48318. Absolutely tearing up this line. It's good. I like it. The only thing I don't like is when we have to slow down. As long as I sort of keep my wits about me, we should be okay. I wonder if there's any shunting to do sort of at the other end, at Crewe Station. There possibly could be. There we go. No brake man and brake van. Imagine this was your job. I mean, how would you know that you needed to brake? There's a little stove in there as well. It's kind of cool. It's weird that the brakeman wasn't simulated. There's no brakeman or woman in the back there. Let me back in, please. Right, 6.6 or 6.5 miles to go. We're doing 64 now. We're getting a little bit of wheel slip. It's gonna basically run the boiler pressure into the ground. We're almost there. And if I have to slow down or stop for anything, our boiler pressure will shoot straight back up. There you go. Keep it at 80. 80% on a regulator. Right, 5.5 miles to go, 0.8 miles to the next signal. I am desperately racking my brain right now and trying to remember how far you have to slow down before rolling into Crewe. Right now everything is sort of looking good, so far so good. Five miles to go. So we've covered 25 miles of our grand journey here. An eventful journey, to say the least. Maybe not the second part, but definitely the first part of this journey was interesting. Right, driving under speed limit. We're racking up a few AP points here, but is this timed? If it is timed, we are going to be way off base. Marvelous machine, these things, though. We'll just let the good people of Crewe know that we are arriving shortly. So I would imagine we're 4 miles away. After this next signal in just under 2 miles or so, we will probably have to slow down. Yeah, in 2.4 miles we need to slow down. Now it's a long way away, 2.4 miles, but I'm gonna let it coast basically now. We're on a flat gradient, so the train will just sort of trickle speed off slightly. In fact, it's not sort of slowing down at all, if I'm perfectly honest. There you go. She's under no steam at the moment, so steam pressure's increasing. Add about 25% onto the brakes. 25% is okay, it's bringing it down nicely. We're looking good. Bring the brake pressure back, or bring the brake vacuum back, so that I've sort of got more brakes to play with later if I need them. 35%. 35% seemed like a decent application. We should be able to bring it down to 20 before we reach the actual 20 speed limit. There we go. That should be fine. Right, into the yard we go. Still 1.7 miles to go till we get to Crewe sorting sidings. Middle arrival line number 2. Ooh, that was a weird graphical glitch there. Right, release the brakes. We're almost there. Next signal's still a green, that's a good sign. We'll stick a little bit of regulator on there. It is a yard, so it may be up, down. Nah, crew sidings is quite decent, actually. There we go, rolling up into crew. I'm pretty sure the goods area is beyond the passenger area here. It does look like there are other trains in here, so I'm anticipating that possibly after the signal there might be a red. No, we're good. We are good. Alright, so we're heading off into the siding here. Okay, so the next signal after this next one will be a red. Gonna get ready on the brakes just in case. Just in case it's like dead close. Oh no, it's a green. Back to green. Okay. Where are we going? Round here? That's fine. Right, signal for me is green, other signal is red though. That's fine. Keep going, train. Right, I'm hoping these passing through these switches will slow us down a touch. Possibly not. It's down to 14. Bring it down to 10. Still got 800 yards to go till my stop. Where is my stop? So yeah, we are heading off onto this line over. Oh, onto this line over here. There's a 0.3% incline, which I basically feared was going to be a thing that was going to happen. Right, 700 yards. It's a red signal. Let's investigate this, because we don't want to fall at the last hurdle, because this is probably what I am best known for. It's screwing it up right at the last second. Yeah, it's pretty much 500 yards and then 100, just under 100 yards past, we're going to have to bring her to a halt. We'll see how close we can get this. Obviously I don't want to roll past, so it might be a little bit short. Yeah, what is plane distance here? There's a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit, but I'm going to let it roll in. Yeah, it's quite far actually. I'm going to leave it at 10. Increasing the speed to 20 is just stupid, because I probably won't be able to stop the train in time if I screw up the stopping distance. But yeah, we made it. Crew sorting sidings. It was eventful. When we got there, past the dreaded Runcorn incline, and that's normally what I fear the most when using these steam trains, is the potential to run out of steam and then not make it up the hill. It would both be disastrous and embarrassing. It'd be a straight up scene out of Thomas the Tank. Because there's always an episode when someone can't make it up the large hill. Is it Gordon's Hill or James's Hill? Ah, we're good. Add a touch of brakes. Full application, objective complete. Ah, perfect. So this is by far the hardest scenario, and we've done it. Achievement unlocked, don't slip. And I got gold! Holy crap. Excellent. Worst winter of all is finally complete. So there you have it. I was looking forward to doing this scenario for a while. I'm glad that I went back to do it before moving on to sort of other stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment, or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there's more you'd like to see in the future, then hit the subscribe button. But I've been Danny Man on the Danny Sim channel, and I will catch you later.